The speech?
Think. Yes.
The speech?
Yes.
I didn't bet. It's much bigger than what I imagined.
Along space, that's got more market cap than Tesla. And
He sent me an email to I owe you a check. I'll write the check today. I'll write it today.
uncle, he wants you to picture.
No, just a video.
It's all, only Guru gets all the pictures.
Only Guru.
See, face. Guru was the tough job. Then I have to start cleaning properly. So you get 30 days off now?
Yeah, thank you very much.
You have to tell people know that it's next to watching everything is correctly checks Aakash over there. Cash on the side of cash right now.
What I'm saying is he's putting it in his pocket.
Just watching. Aakash check. Aakash checks. We're watching. Aakash checks I'm taking with me.
Same job for you in the wedding.
So I kept a seat here. So whenever I see somebody I haven't talked much, step into my office. It's a good time to catch up. That's getting used to it. I've done it long time.
Please make your way inside and take a seat. We will be getting started here in just a moment. On behalf of Meena, Shrikant, and the whole family, we would like to extend our warmest welcome to each of you for coming here today to grace this very special occasion of Aakash's Violin Arangetram. We are going to get started here in just a moment with his repertoire for the Arangetram. But before we do that, we have a short video presentation that we would like to share with you. This video has been narrated by Adi Gopal, Shreya, and Nidhi, and it's been edited by Adi as well. So please sit back and let's share in this video experience. Enjoy.
Music has always played a big role in Aakash's life. Whether it's playing guitar, piano, violin, singing, or even dancing, Aakash has always approached every one of his musical talents with utmost effort and passion. He has an incredible ability to perform various genres, whether classical or Western. One of Aakash's greatest qualities is his ability to perform with no fear, even if his performance isn't good. For most performers, this is one of the biggest issues they have to face. But since a young age, Aakash has had no problem performing on stage, or even recording original music and sharing it publicly under his stage name, SK. Starting at the age of 6, Aakash was forced by his mother to take guitar lessons. He called me many times, crying and complaining about how much he hated his classes. However, his innate passion for music quickly turned those forced lessons into something he would look forward to each week. And so to all the moms and dads, please don't feel guilty forcing your kids into an activity they don't want to do, because they might develop a passion for it. After a few years of playing the guitar, Aakash broadened his knowledge of music by pursuing the piano. His continued interest led him to Mr. Raj Vedam and his music school. He continued to advance his musical abilities and prospered as a student there, developing the art of Western music.
Over the next 6 years, Aakash continued to develop his passion for guitar and Western music by working with Mr. Vedam as well as performing for various occasions such as temple events, small gigs, and any other opportunities that were presented to him. Starting in 6th grade, Aakash added another instrument to his already extensive collection by picking up Western violin in school. He was a part of the 4th Settlement Orchestra for 3 years and performed in the highest orchestra at UIL. Aakash has also competed in local competitions and was selected to be a member of the TMEA Regional Philharmonic Orchestra in 7th and 8th grade. He has also competed in solo and ensemble competitions representing his school and has won the highest distinction in all categories.
Aakash furthered his love for Western violin throughout high school by joining the Elkins High School varsity choir from his sophomore year to senior year of high school. He was a member of the symphony orchestra who won the highest recognition during 2017 UIL. Aakash also continued to participate in the solo and ensemble competitions throughout high school as well, and continued to earn perfect scores on all of his pieces. He was selected to be a member of the 2017 and 2018 Philharmonic High School Regional Orchestra after auditioning among hundreds of high school students, and he is currently a member of the Houston Youth Symphony Orchestra. Beginning at the age of 14, Aakash continued to expand his musical talents by learning Carnatic violin in addition to Western violin. He is a disciple of the Mr. Mahesh Iyer and has been working with him for the last 4 years to prepare for his Arangetram today. Thanks to his immense determination, hard work, and countless practice sessions, Aakash is here today to show you his passion and what he has worked for. We hope you enjoy the performance.
பண்ணி நாங்கள்லாம் கேட்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறோம். எல்லாருக்கும் சொல்லுங்கள். I'm so proud of it.
Congrats for the Arangetram. All the very best.
We are really proud, Aakash. Keep it up.
All the very best, Aakash.
Congrats, Aakash, for your Arangetram.
For your Arangetram.
Congratulations, Aakash. All the very best.
என்னோட ஆசீர்வாதம் உனக்கு எப்போதும் உண்டு. All the best.
All the best.
Now we are inviting Aakuruthi, is Aakash's sister, come here for the prayer song. Aakuruthi. Shrimanarayana 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 Nishi Padake Sharan Shrimanarayana 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 Nishi Padame Sharan. Kamala Sati Mukha Kamala
Kamalahita Kamalapriye Kamalekshana Kamalasati Mukha Kamala Kamalahita Kamalapriye Kamalekshana Kamalasati Mukha Kamala Kamalahita Kamalapriye Kamalekshana Kamalasannahita Garuda Gamana Shri Kamalanabani Pada Kamalame Sharan Kamalasannahita Garuda Gamana Shri Kamalanabani Pada Kamalame Sharan Shrimanarayana 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 Shripadame Sharan Paramayogi Jana Bhagadeya Shri Paramapurusha Paratpara Paramayogi Jana Bhagadeya Shri Paramapurusha Paratpara Paramatma Paramanurupa Shri Tiruvenkatagiri Deva Paramatma Paramanurupa Shri Tiruvenkatagiri Deva Sharanu Shrimanarayana 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 Shripadame Sharan That was definitely an auspicious beginning. Thank you, Arku. I would like to invite Meera Shrikant, mother of Aakash, the one who forced him into taking guitar lessons, and here we are today at his Arangetram. Meera?
Good evening, everyone. It is a special privilege and a high honor bestowed upon me, Shrikant, Aakash, Akriti, and the entire family. We welcome each and every one of you today for this violin presentation. I know you could be somewhere else. You choose to be here today. It means a lot to us. Once again, thanks for being here. As you saw that in the video presentation, Aakash's music journey is an interesting one. A lot of people played a role on that. To me, one person it is, none other than Magesh Iyer. The Guru played an important role to get him here. A culmination of 9 months of hard work and preparation by Aakash and his Guru is what you witnessed today. More than anything else, it is your love and goodwill, your prayers and support, your friendship and guidance, which Aakash will need significantly to carry his onward journey of a fulfilled life. Without further ado, let us all sit back, relax, and enjoy the music.
ladies and gentlemen, I was going to say, how about we give our young artist of the evening a standing ovation, but you beat me to it. Again, on behalf of Meera, Shrikant and their families, we thank you so much for being here to bless Aakash on this milestone event in his life. Without the hard work and the sincerity and the dedication that he has put into this performance, I don't even know how he actually did it. This has been a busy and tough year for him, and yet he persevered and he played really like a pro tonight. So congratulations, Aakash. And on a personal note, I cannot tell you how proud I am of you. I've known you since you were a little boy, and you make me so proud. I would be remiss if we did not recognize the other artists of the evening who are beyond words. So we would like to acknowledge and recognize our two percussionists for the evening. I'm sure you've already read the brochure, but just to give them the recognition that they are due, I would like to congratulate and felicitate Naga Srinidhi Karvada, and as a small token of appreciation from the Shrikant family, Mr. Natraj, the girls are coming. And our other star percussionist, Maheshwar Ajay Kumar. What a wonderful performance by the two of them. And Maya Iyer is no stranger to music. Dancer and violinist in her own right, and especially because she is the product of two amazing people. Of course, Aakash's guru, Mr. Mahesh Iyer, and her beautiful mother, Bhavani Iyer. Thank you, Maya, for your wonderful performance. I'd like to turn the mic over now to Mr. Natraj, who would like to come and say a few words and then felicitate the others this evening.
Thank you, Lakshmi. It was an amazing evening, so I came all the way from India for this fantastic evening. Aakash really made the day. So last time when he was in India for my son Supanayanam, he did make the evening. So when I compare that with this, I think he has transformed a lot, right? So congrats, Aakash, and then keep going. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we would like to welcome the guru of the evening, Mr. Mahesh Iyer on stage. Without whom none of this would have been possible this evening.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you, Meera. Thank you, Shrikant. It's actually, I was sitting literally at the edge of the seat. Before I say anything, Aakash, I'm proud of you. Great job. words wouldn't just suffice at this occasion, in the sense, the amount of work that Aakash has put into this program is just amazing. So great job, and kudos to you, and the amount of focus that you displayed over the last 2.5 hours is just amazing. So, like they say, it takes a village, and look at the community here. I mean, as part of BKM, Meenakshi Temple, and many other organizations that we are all part of. And when it comes to a different dimension of arts and chromatic music, as much as it does, it actually is a lot of work beyond what you would see on a 2-hour program on stage. So again, proud of you, Aakash. You actually, like Lakshmi said, persevered through the whole thing, and like your Chittappa said, Natar said, that amount of transformation, like he said, from Chennai concert to here is just amazing. Good job. And the important thing is this is just the Arangetram, which means this is the first program. So there's many more to follow after this. So may you continue your growth. So for the first program, you are off to an amazing start. So many more to follow. Good luck, all the best, proud of you. Great job. So as a token of my appreciation to you, I'd like to present to you a certificate of exemplary performance. So why don't you come over? Let's go to the middle of the stage. Okay.
This king's gospel.
Of course, this program was enhanced by the 2 percussionists, and I would be remiss if I don't put a couple words about them. Nageshrinidhi and Maheshwar, you guys were just phenomenal. And not just on stage, I should say, all through the practice sessions, their guidance and the rhythm that they kept Aakash, I guess, informed, intelligent, educated, and then pushed them to perform even more. So all the choreographies that he did, they actually enhanced it. And if it came out with the applause that you all provided, it's really because both the percussionists enhanced it so well. Great job, Nageshrinidhi and Maheshwar. Of course, Maya, great job. That's not an easy job, that's a tough job. So it's not just that you sit and play tambura, you have to make sure, what if something else goes wrong? So she was prepared for 5 different scenarios in the back. So, but the good news is we don't have to use any of those scenarios. So it is success. Great job, Maya.
I would like to call Meera's parents, Uncle and Auntie, to please come and felicitate Shri Mahesh here, please.
Aakash, come up for a picture.
We would next like to invite Dr. Padmini Ranganathan, a very close and personal family friend for many years, to Meera Srikanth and family. I'd like for her to come and say a few words, please.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Karna, I want you to stand for this. Kashtapada. Stand up, come on. Because you're a dancer, right? So we got to get those dancing feet ready. I think I counted the number of times you got an applause. I may be wrong. I think it was definitely over 20, maybe close to 25 or 30. I think to get that many times applause, plus a standing ovation. Of course, what Lakshmi said, we gave the second time around, but the first time was a standing ovation. And to get that in an Arangetram, in a 2-hour concert, you know how many people aspire a lifetime to get that. Congratulations, it's a great accomplishment. I think you kept the audience quiet and mesmerized. I think we were truly enthralled in your music, Aakash. And I've always teased your mom saying that whatever she's feeding you, you're growing vertically. So I know it's probably in the genes, but I think in less than 2 decades of your life, you've already accomplished so much. And I've seen you grow, and I've heard and seen many of your talents. And like Mahesh said, this is only the beginning for you. And I can see you probably in a Jones Hall type of a concert, or in orchestra of A.R. Rahman or Ilayaraja. I don't see any reason why you cannot reach those heights. So I truly hope Goddess Meenakshi will bless you with that. And also thank you for sharing your talent. And I know Mahesh said that it took many hours of work, but your presence on stage was so effortless. And I know that you've had a lot of experience on stage and you've never been afraid of being in front of public, but today you performed very gracefully, and I truly think it's difficult to keep an audience engaged for about 2 hours, and you did that very successfully, and you were quite obviously accompanied by great artists by their own right. So thank you so much, and I do feel honored to be here and felicitate you, and I do hope that you're on a very important path right now. You just graduated from high school, you're going to be starting college, and then this Arangetram, and then all your other accomplishments. So it's a very proud moment for you and your family, and your guru, quite obviously. He's not here, Mahesh, where are you? And all of us. I think many of us here have seen you grow, and we know your family for a very long time. So we wish you the best, and may Goddess Meenakshi bless you with a lot more successes in your life. I was going to ask your permission. I don't know if that would embarrass you to hug me on stage or not.
Stay there. I want to request a few of the people from Meenakshi Temple to come over here. And it's very nice of Aakash and Meera and Srikanth to give all the donations which they received. They could have very well used. He's going to college. But I asked them, but they said no, they insist. They give the donations to the Meenakshi Temple for the project that we are doing, the FRPE, the Facilities Renovation and Parking Lot Expansion Project. And they've been collecting, and Padma Gola and Kumar Bhashyam, they've been tallying all the checks. And I before he announces the amount, I request Ananta Uncle. Ananta Uncle is a steering committee member and he is now an honorary trustee of Meenakshi Temple. Dr. Venugopal Menon is another steering committee member. He is recently been recognized as an emeritus chairman of Meenakshi Temple. And I request the other members and the proud parents, Srikanth and Meera, to come over here. And Kumar Bhashyam, will you announce the total? Padma Gola will not come on stage, so can you please announce?
Aakash, again, thank you for the generous contributions. Srikanth and Meera, thank you. I'm part of the fundraise committee, so I had 3231 on this. So I kind of talked to somebody here on the stage here and rounded up to 3,500. So totally we collected $3,500 this evening, which is, I would say, a pretty substantial amount. Thank you, Aakash. Thank you, Srikanth and Meera. This is going to help us in a big way. Yeah. Chairman, I'll have Aakash hand the check, the amount to the chairman of the fundraise committee, to Padmini Aunty. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Aakash, for this generous contribution, and thank you all of you for supporting him. I think after this, Dr. Appan will probably take Aakash on the next fundraising committee.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like, please stay a few minutes because this is a really special thing from Aakash's friends. They've known him the longest, I think, next to his parents, and they have a few things to say about him. So please stay tuned. And also, just as a reminder, once we're finished, there is a very delicious dinner that is awaiting you, so please do stay and have dinner before you leave.
Did everyone enjoy the performance tonight? Alright, so I was notified multiple months ago that I had to make a speech for him. I didn't do it. I didn't prepare at all. I was actually writing it hearing his name. So I'm going to keep it short and simple. I'm just going to have 3 points, which build to how I have Aakash as a brother to me today, and I'll always have him as a brother. The first time we met, I moved to Houston in 2007. Both of our dads were members in BKM, and I didn't know anyone here until I met the skinny kid in JCC playing around the playground. So I was like, I mean, I ain't got nothing to lose. So when I first met him, it's not something like, do you want to be friends? It's not a question that you have to ask. You know, it's kind of something that you just know, and it's something that you feel in your gut feeling that, like, I was connected to him somehow, and I felt it. Not only like through how our mutual minds were and how we were thinking, but I just felt like I was close to him even before I ever met him. The second one is him just being there for me. There's not really much to elaborate on, but he's been there for me at my highest points and my lowest points, and he's done nothing but support me and been the best friend to me. And I may have felt differently, but I know that from a third party standpoint, he was always right, and I was 99.9% of the time wrong. The third one is how I felt when I heard Aakash was going to learn violin from my dad. This was 3 years ago, right? 3 years? And I thought that it'd be an excuse for us to just hang and like not do anything. I thought that he just picked up the violin so, you know, we could chill or something. I didn't even think of it as something serious. But from the past 3 years, I've never seen someone work so hard and so diligently and so quickly toward an Arangetram. This is the first person I've seen that can be capable of having an Arangetram within 3 years of touching. And it's not easy. I know first-handedly it's not easy to play Carnatic violin, but to see someone, you know, like him, who's older than me and has no experience in Carnatic violin, but to pick it up like that, that was really something that I looked up to. And I knew from the start that as soon as, you know, my dad told me that he was going to have an Arangetram, I knew he was going to do great from the start. You're going to A&M, time flies by, man. I will definitely miss all the Pongal programs we did together. I'll definitely miss you jumping over me. I will miss how I refresh a page. Good luck in A&M, bro.
Aakash. My name is Saj Chandrasekhar, and I've had the pleasure of knowing Aakash since elementary school, through middle school, and up into 4 years of high school. He graduated last week, and I'm really proud of him for that. He's a great friend. We've been through so much, and I've learned so much from him. Aakash is the type of person who excels at everything he puts his mind to, whether it be leading our annual Pongal dances, sometimes getting A's in calculus, or just playing on the basketball court. Aakash is one of the most talented guys I've had the pleasure of calling a friend. His Arangetram today was a showcase of his musical skill, years of practice. It was a display of talent we can all appreciate and applaud. Aakash has taken a big step not only in music, but in life as well. College is coming. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be pretty hard. But, you know, he has this. I have complete faith in him. He'll rise to the occasion and shine. I wish you the best of luck at Texas A&M these next 4 years. I'll miss you, man. It's been awesome. Come down to Austin sometimes, too.
Good evening. All right, so just to introduce myself. So I'm Tejas, for those of you who don't know. Been Aakash's friend for a long time. Long time. I'm just gonna start out with the childhood, all right? You know, we created a lot of mischief, you know. We did like a lot of sleepovers where we, you know, auntie would come in at like 1 o'clock in the night and say, no, don't do it, no. So and then, you know, we still created a lot of, you know, mischief and made up our own languages, you know, our own national anthem. We just, all these random words and stuff. And then eventually that transitioned as we got older. You know, we started getting into Pongal dance, stuff like that. We did a lot of Pongal dances together. You know, and now we're here. So, I mean, you know, now you completed this Arangetram, you know, I just want to say, like, you know, a lot of people, like, they do the Arangetram, and then after that, they say, oh, okay, I'm done with the Carnatic music, I don't need to come back to it anymore. I don't think you should do that. Like, I think you should keep on pursuing violin, along with everything else, like, all your other interests. All right, you know, obviously coming into college, like, A&M, that's my college too, so, like, I'll be seeing him there, looking forward to that, you know. So, you know, keep pursuing in all your interests, and, you know, congratulations, my friend.
So I've known Aakash all my life. Basically, we've been to school together since pre-K, and I can't tell you how much he's evolved. He's become such a great person, and you know, every single time my grandparents come around, they don't ask how I'm doing. They ask how he's doing and what he's been up to. And Aakash is definitely a great person. I wish him all the best of luck at A&M. Apart from the remarkable violin skills you put on display for us, he has his innate ability of bringing people together for a greater cause. He's been able to help. He's given so much of his time away to charity, and that's something that we really idolize about him. And Aakash has stuck with me through high school, pre-K, elementary, middle school, high school, hopefully in college. And I'm extremely grateful for his support, and I wish him the best of luck at A&M.
Check. Mic test. Aakash, extravagant. Applause to Aakash. Congratulations, you've come a long way. We all know how much practice this takes. We know also anything you put your mind to, you can achieve it. Wish you good fortune in the future. I love you. You're my brother.
Hi, I'm Marsha. So I met Aakash when I was 5 and 6, and it was in Tamil class back in the day. We first were introduced by singing Tiradu Vilayattu Pillai on stage, which we kind of butchered, but it was still a great experience. And as time went on, we were actually the only 2 students left in class, and 30 seconds before class, every time, we would ask each other, did you do the homework? And we would just burst out laughing, because we knew we did not do the homework. And one thing we did learn, though, was how to say, Oru nimisham ma. And of course, through Mongol dance practices at Aakash's house, we learned that he was a music editing pro, also great at basketball, making literally all the shots that he took. And of course, Aakash, you're super, super talented. You're able to grasp things just so remarkably quickly and just so well-rounded, as we can all see today. He's doing an amazing job, and he just did such an amazing job with his Arangetram, and I'm sure we will all just stunned with his talent and work ethic. And Aakash, your work ethic is going to take you really far in life, and wishing you all the best, and congrats on this great accomplishment.
Alright, good evening everyone. My name is Shreya, and so I've only known Aakash for about 6 years, but those 6 years felt like such a long time. It's so hard putting up with him sometimes. So Aakash and I actually did not get off on the right foot when we first met each other, because he used to call me Anthony Davis, and I hated that so much. But I'm so glad that Mira yelled at him, because now we've come a long way, and we're really close now. But Aakash is genuinely one of the most kindest and genuine people that I know, and he never fails to make me smile, and he's always there when I need him. And we've had so many crazy memories, from long car rides, being forced to study during Hurricane Harvey, to drinking Boost and watching Rockets games, and to late night conversations at my house to escape family parties, to Pongal dances, family trips, and so much more. When I got the invitation for Aakash's Arangetram, I was kind of surprised, because I've only ever heard him listen to Travis Scott or rap music, and the fact that he was giving a Carnatic concert now was such a surprise to me. But today he did such a phenomenal job, and I can't believe this guy, who's so lazy, that always asks me to get him food and water, worked so hard to make this happen today. I can't believe you were so nervous last night when I texted you, but none of that showed up on stage today. And I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see everything you accomplish, and I'm going to miss you next year. But please don't get any taller, because I can't do that.
Okay, last speech, don't fall asleep on me. So, I wrote this down last night, and I wanted to share a story. So, one day, Aakash and I were in Peru, and imagine this, the beautiful skies, the canopies of Machu Picchu. All you want to do is, everything should be quiet, you should be observing nature. Then I hear this weird noise. And I turn around and I think it's just somebody doing something weird, and it's Aakash making weird noises because we had no phone or Wi-Fi, so he would sing music without music. And essentially, that's when I kind of knew that music was a big part of him, because he keeps going on and on and on, can never keep his mouth shut, he can never stop singing. That's when I learned that. But beyond music, he's played a big role in each and every one of our lives. And it's fair to say that every time you walk into a room, you can really brighten up the mood for everyone, and you can really make everyone smile. And he's one of the kindest people I have ever met. And anytime you feel down, he'll always pick you up. And I'll never forget things like Mira Auntie constantly yelling at him from downstairs. But overall, I'm gonna miss you a lot, and I hope you have an amazing time in college. And I wanted to finally end with this. It sounds corny, but 50 years ago, in 1969, man reached the moon, and Aakash, today is your beginning to reach for the stars.
If you guys can all just line up so you can take a picture together.
Mix up the colors a little bit. Yeah. I mean, it's two yellows.
I'd like to now call Aakash's grandfather, my father, Mr. Ananta, to say a few words, because Aakash means a whole lot to him. Aakash means a lot to our family, but he's especially fond of Aakash, and he really wanted to say a couple of words about him today.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to congratulate Bhavani, Nagesh Iyer, Maya, and Kishore. They are so dedicated family. They have, for the sake of music, and not only for music, they also done a good job for the temple, and cultural club everywhere. And he is an excellent guru. Hey, Mahesh. He's a good friend to all of us, an excellent teacher. I'm really proud of him. So, next of all, I want to see Aakash. You know, what he has done today, you know all very well. You know, I don't, it's needless to mention about his performance. And his Keravani, Sankarabaranam, those are all excellent. And it's a that was an excellent thing. And I'm very happy. It's all went on very well. And I request one thing with Aakash. I know he's going to go to college, and he has to keep up his music in his mind, in his heart all the time. And whenever he gets a time, he has to come and do and perform in the Meenakshi temple. That's it. You know, the bottom line is always for a temple. Please give all the blessings to them, and both the other accompanied artists, two boys around, they've been excellent percussionists. I am very, very proud of them. And thank you all. Give all the very best blessings to these children and let them all enjoy. We have in Houston, we have an excellent, abundant talent. And you can see how many girls and boys are all standing here. They're all well versed in music and dance and instrument, everything. So thank you again. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Meera and Sika, and here take over.
Last but not least, actually. So just a few more minutes, please, folks. First of all, I'd like to thank you for all the relatives and the friends who traveled out of state, in fact, out of country, some of them, for this event. Aakash's grandpas and grandma, they came from India for this event. Thank you. And my brother, Natraj, he's here. He's from India, just for this event. Thank you. We have Ram and Maha, is from out of state, and Karthik, Sriram, Shiva Balakrishnan and Madhu, they're all here, friends and family, just for this event. Thank you very much. A lot of hard work has gone behind this, and many have contributed to this success. I would like to take a moment to thank the one and only Mahesh Iyer, his guru. I've always admired Mahesh's passion towards music. One can be good in playing violin. Teaching violin is a completely different, and very few have them. Mahesh has that excellent skill. Mahesh was able to guide Aakash and discover his talent. Mahesh, you not only taught Aakash to play violin, you also taught him how to be passionate about something. Aakash is very fortunate to have you as a guru. You spent an enormous amount of your personal time, not for monetary benefits. And definitely not because you have time to spend, because you love for music and your passion for teaching violin. Though you travel a lot, you never use that as an excuse for music or teaching. You get on Skype and drill this kid. Aakash is perfect today, and it is because of you and your dedication. One good thing about Mahesh is he never settled for less. He needs perfection. You saw that on display today from Aakash. Thank you, Mahesh, from the bottom of our heart. This will go a long way in his life. For every man's success, they say, there's always a woman behind. For Mahesh, Bhavani is the woman behind his success. She is always there for him. Many here may not know she's a good Carnatic singer and very knowledgeable in music. And there is a buy one and get one free deal with this family, by the way. She gave us the final touch for the perfection. Talking about kids, there is a Tamil saying, Pilikku pirandhathu pillaiyaaguma. Pulikku pirandhathu pulaiyaguma, sorry. It's just kind of nervous. I guess this wasn't practice. Pulikku pirandhathu pulaiyaguma. That's what it is actually. I know. Kishore. He displayed his talent last year, similar to something similar to this group audience. What an amazing talent at his age. Thanks for your support and motivation to Aakash, Kishore. Thank you very much. He was there with him all the time. And the next Pune, Puli, is Maya here. She's a multi-talented too, if you all didn't know. She performed Arangetram on both Bharatanatyam and Violin. That is not easy. Such a musical family. Thank you. Thank you, Maya, for being part of this effort. This is a family package, as you can see. All of them. We are very fortunate to be associated with you, and I think Houston in general is fortunate to have you here. So Anantha uncle, I had to mention this actually, took a personal interest in this effort and participated in several rehearsals and make this a perfect again. So he did personally witness these rehearsals and gave his feedback. Thank you, uncle. Aakash was supported by Srinidhi and Maheshwar with their own unique talent. They were truly amazing. We had practices in the middle of final exam, as you can see. These are high school kids. They wouldn't miss it. Their commitment to this effort is commendable and appreciated. Both showed no sign that he was seated with a far less known artist. But on the other hand, they're ready to lend their skill and experience to enhance the main artist's performance. Aakash is extremely grateful, both of you, to support him and giving him many cues as he requested. Let's give them a big round of applause. Good job. I also want to take this opportunity to thank their parents for lending their support. Of course, they have to drive them every practice. Thank you very much. So behind these successes, many have contributed to this evening event. It would not be complete if I don't express my gratitude. The list is a little long, so I'll just run through that quickly. Vadivinadan, a busy musician. When we asked him to help with this event, without any hesitation, he said, yes, let's do it. And he took the initiative and planned this event. Thank you. If Nathan is there, Nach is also there. Thank you both. My biological sisters could make it from India tonight, but both Mala and Lakshmi filled that role for us. Thank you very much, Mala and Lakshmi. Thanks to Govindan and Kalyani, who helped us design and printing the brochures and the invitation and coordinated from India. Thank you. Padma Pulla, he's our Asthana treasurer. He could be one of our financial advisors if you all need any help with that. Thank you, Padma and Kumar. Sound and projection, Jana. Jana is one person, he's always behind, and when you need him, he will be there. You can count on him. Thank you, Jana, for the support. Vinod and Kannan, they are there probably now at the food area. No, they're here. Okay, Kannan is here. So they were the one helping us with the dinner and the snack area. Thank you very much for coordinating that. We have a backstage crew, Partha, Sriram, Kumar and Ranga. Thank you all for making this a family event. Really, truly is a family event. As you can see, there's a lot of people who helped us make this a good one. And Gopal and Adi, this is another family package we have. For video projections and the video photograph, all of it. There is actually other Medivala uncle and Thiru, many others took a video. Thank you, photographs. Thank you. Please do share that with us. Thank you very much. There was a video presentation a few minutes that was in the early part of the program that was created by Adi, Nidhi and Shreya. Thank you all for that. As you see, many Aakash's friends came forward and helped us too. Nidhi, Shreya, Kishore, Adi, Varsha, Amrita, Sai, Shruti. Yes, Nalli's. And Akhilesh. Thank you all. Thank you, MTS Chairman, Padmini and the board for giving us the opportunity to support the little that we could do for the initiative that they want to do. Thank you very much. Nalini and Decor, Kannan and Nalini, this is another again family package we have here. And she took that as a personal project. She told me that there was 2 events today and 2 were their brothers and she was not sure which one to focus on. This was a true statement. and we were blessed to have her as a friend. Thank you very much. Next one is Rajan. Rajan MP, everybody knows him, and he's feeding us today, and he's busy probably from the morning. He kept calling me about lot of little things. Thank you very much, Rajan, for feeding us as always. And there were many other volunteers. I'll just run through the names, and if I miss anybody, it's not intentional, sorry. Srini Sumati, Sangeeta Ganesh, Mahadevan, Ganesh, KB Ganesh, Akila Chandar, and Ganga Shiva, Yalu. Of course, Yalu brought the flowers that we have from Dallas. Thank you. She went to somewhere, picked it up, and dropped us, and it was in good condition. Thank you very much, Yalu. Mahalakshmi Siva, Anita Dinesh, and a lot more, actually. If I missed it, sorry. And of course, Chris, just a sound. He was also like a family, actually. When I called him, all he said was, what is the date, what is the time, I'll be there. That's all it was, and thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
He's been with us for a long time. And of course, the facility administration, few of them that have been bothering them for about 6 months now. Jose is a sound technician, I think, right? Jose, thank you very much. And the administration, other staff, Deep and Phil, have been bothering them as well for a long time. Thank you very much for all the support. Please do excuse me if I missed anybody. That is not again intentional. As you all know, the one thing I wanted to mention here is everybody knows, most everybody knows our knowledge of music, actually. Vadinathan's job today was to keep me seated here. So his violin today, the skills didn't come from us. It truly came from Mahesh's teaching. Give him another big round of applause. And that is the truth. Actually, teaching is something that came from him. Aakash, this is the last one actually again. Last week you graduated from high school. This week you graduated from violin, I think, in my opinion, Carnatic violin. All I request you is keep this up. Good luck with your future endeavor. Finally, thank you for every one of you coming here and encouraging him. And friends, well-wishers, we're all here to support and cherish Aakash and motivate him to do the best. Thank you very much.
I'm so sorry too. It's just, I just want to say a few words before y'all do dinner. I want to hear you yourself. I want to thank everyone for making it to my family's special day today. A few years ago, I could have never imagined that I would make it to this day, but here I am. I have a couple people to thank before we feast on Rajan Uncle's extravagant dinner, so I'm going to need you guys to bear with me. First and foremost, I want to thank my amazing parents. My mom. Everyone knows how passionate she is when it comes to the success of her children. Always being in the front row of all of me and my sister's performances, always taking her phone out to record, even the people behind her pissed off because she's blocking their view, completely shamelessly screaming my name at the top of her lungs for 30 minutes constantly, as if everyone from here to India didn't hear her. That's what she's most known for. Words cannot express everything you've done for me. You've been the X factor on every single accomplishment I've ever done. Not only did you put clothes on my back, food on my plate, but you did the above and beyond, relentlessly pushing me to learn music every single other one of my talents. Lord knows how many headaches I've caused you from the time I came out to this world, but I hope all of them are worth it. My dad, he's my inspiration.
Coming from a small village in India with very little wealth, he somehow made it to the American dream. His only desire in life is to see his children succeed. I've had my ups and downs, and I have a long way to go before I fulfill this, but with you by my side, I think I'll be on the right track. My sister, she's my biggest fan. She gets more excited when I accomplish something than I do myself. I definitely haven't been the perfect brother, but you've never-endingly been on my side. No matter how much you annoy me, you mean so much to me, and soon, Amma's gonna make you do one of these too, so good luck. She thinks she's not gonna do it, but she's not getting away with it. My family has been such a huge support source. I wouldn't trade them for the world. Thank you so much, and I love you guys so much. My guru, Mahesh Uncle. Let's just do a round of applause. You were the reason behind all of this. 3.5 years ago, you took me in. I didn't know much about Carnatic music at all. You were the reason for my progression. To be honest with you, I didn't even plan on doing an Arangetram. I thought I was just doing this, just for fun. But you were the reason that made me feel like I had what it took to actually perform one. And even after you moved to California, you never missed a class. You make sure that I would be on Skype to take the classes. And usually it'd be you're the one that asks me to take the class, not the other way around. You were more dedicated than anyone else. You adjusted to my schedule, even though you had many other classes and so many other schedules, like work and everything you work around. Whenever you would fly back to Houston, you'd always make sure you scheduled class, and you motivated me to continue this path. I could go on for hours and hours, but thank you so much for everything that you did. Oh, one more hug. All right. To the rest of the family, Bhavani Auntie, you've been as supportive to me as anyone. I still remember you were the one who pushed me 3 months into learning violin to perform my first program. That was really the thing that actually made me progress into being actually confident with my stage performances and everything. Yeah, you were really the reason for that. And you drove 30 minutes to my house for practices. And you made sure you sit down and put Thalam. You really didn't even have anything to do with it, but you still took the time and came in. And I can't thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough. Maya, thank you so much for sitting up there with me for 3 friggin' hours. holding that giant thing. I thought it was heavy. You also supported me during practice sessions, just like Bhavani Auntie, and you were a big part of this whole thing. Thank you so much. Kishore, I don't know where you are. Kishore? There you are. You put in a lot of time with me these past couple of weeks, and you've been a mini Mahesh Uncle. I'm serious.
Mini Mahesh Uncle.
He's that good. About 10 months ago, you were doing your own Arangetram, and you're right by my side with mine. I can't thank you enough. Our friendship's forever. I love you. So, after that, I want to thank all of my friends that came out and spoke for me. Adi, Akhilesh, Kishore, I don't have everybody's name on the top of my head, but thank you so much. You guys have meant so much to me these past 17 years that I've been alive. You guys have been right there with me for every single milestone. I love you guys. I love you guys. thank you to my peeps from Elkins that came out. They drove all the way here. I love you guys so much. Them three. And also, I know I saw Miss Binlish. I don't know where she went, but she's one of my chem teachers. She was here. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, and thank you also so much to Carol and her family. She works with my dad, and she came out and she took the time to come out here. Thank you so much to all my family members that came from out of town. They had very busy schedules, and they took the time to buy a ticket and come down here just for this event. So thank you very much for that. Last but not least, my thoughts on funding. I probably did forget somebody. It's definitely not intentional. Thank everybody. Thanks to everybody for coming out today. Go get your food, man.
Hello. Looking there. Father said bring it here. Yeah. Because it's the best camera ever. Yeah. Believe it or not, iPhone, you won't get video ever. No amount of money. Yeah. Hi. Yeah.